For more than 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the evening of March 27, 1964, a magnitude 9.2 earthquake shook much of Alaska.
We rushed in under the hallway, in the doorway, and it just kept going.
In 1964, Bert Sperling was 13 years old and living on a Navy base in Kodiak with his family when the earthquake started shaking his house.
In those days, we didn't have any idea about tsunamis. We didn't even know what the word tsunami was. We didn't know about tidal waves. Sort of thought something was going on. My dad was a meteorologist there at the Fleet Weather Central in Kodiak.
His dad rushed Bert and his family to higher ground.
He rushed us up to the highest spot on the island where we were. And the water did come up 20, 25 feet, the waves. There were 11 waves, one after the other, over a period of like 12 hours.
The earthquake took the lives of more than 130 people. 22 were killed in Kodiak, including one of Bert's classmates who was swept out to sea. A family of 5 who was camping on the beach in Seaside was also swept out from the tsunami.
We were out without power for 3 weeks, and then all the roads were gone, and it was tough.
Bert still remembers what it was like walking through town.
These huge fishing vessels, 100 feet long, were deposited in the middle of town, full of crab and fish.
Strong aftershocks lasted for nearly a year.
A lot of the smaller villages were completely wiped out, and people moved and started somewhere else.
But what if one happened here?
Why do we have to worry about that here? Because when we're going to have the same type of subduction zone earthquake, and we're going to be having lots and lots of earthquakes that are going to be occurring after the original earthquake occurs.
Scott Burns is a professor emeritus of geology at Portland State University. He says when the big one hits, we're not going to be able to drive over most of the bridges in Portland.
A lot of the bridges, especially some of the on-ramps and off-ramps, which just have not been upgraded. And so how are you going to get from one side to the other side? Well, boats are going to be transporting people across.
And at the Oregon coast,
all of the coastal area is going to have to fend for themselves because every road from here to the coast is going to have landslides on it, which is going to be a disaster.
Burns says the type of earthquake that hit Alaska is the exact type that will hit our area someday.
The Pacific plate is coming up here and then being subducted up here, and that's where all your subduction zone earthquakes are, also over here and over here.
And preparing now,
we need to be prepared to go into camping mode, because we're going to have any electricity, no water, and people need to be ready to go into a camping mode.
Will help us all for when our next big earthquake hits.
Joe Ranieri, KGW News.